Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to bring you guys a review of the PetKit Eversweet Solo 2 cat water fountain. Now this is a smart-ish water fountain for pets, which I bought a few weeks ago. Now this is something I decided to purchase for myself and costs around £50 from Amazon. Now this does make it cost more than some other pet water fountains, but personally looking at a lot of the others, I thought the features made it worth it. It also offers a wireless pump. So let's get straight into this device and talk about the specification. So this device is powered by what looks like a giant wireless charging pad. This is great because when it comes to filling up or cleaning the fountain, you can literally just lift it off of this giant pad. The other end of this charging pad has a USB cable. Now it doesn't come with a charging brick, and so you're going to need to source one of your own, but it does just work with any kind of standard phone USB charger, so you've probably got one kicking around already. Personally, I do think for the price point it should include one though. Now this device has Bluetooth built in, and that is used for communicating with the PetKit app and your phone. The fountain itself is pretty big, and that's because it offers a massive 2-litre water tank. The front of the device has a clear section where you can see how much water is left inside it. It also filters the water, and you're going to need to replace that filter every 1 to 2 months. This will depend on what setting you use, and I'll talk more about that later on. A pack of 5 filters will cost you £20. This means realistically you're going to spend kind of £22 to £25 a year on extra filters. Now out of the box it only offers Bluetooth connectivity and no out-of-home access. If you do however have another PetKit device such as one of their feeders, this can give you out-of-home access as well. This uses their remote interconnection support and isn't something I have tried. Now this fountain supports 3 different modes. It supports smart mode, normal mode and night mode. And smart allows you to get 2 months out of the filter by alternating how often it's actually filtering water through. This means there is still water for your cats available on top, but it only runs the fountain every so often. This is great for getting the most out of that fountain and filters, and personally I think this is a mode you just need to use all the time. You can change this mode via the app, and this mode is indicated by a light on the front of the device. So let's talk about setup and everything you get in the box. Now the box comes with everything you need to get started apart from a charging brick. It does include your first filter however. Personally, I think for the price of this they should at least be including 2 filters in the box, and it's a bit stingy not to include one. Alongside the actual parts of the fountain, you also get a cleaning brush as well. Now setup is as simple as following the instructions that come with it, or downloading the PetKit app and following the instructions there. This will also talk you through connecting it to your phone via Bluetooth. And really, the installation process is pretty simple thanks to the instructions and instruction videos that are available. And it's also at this stage you can choose the mode you want it to operate in the app as well. Personally, I think most people need to be using that smart mode because at £20 for 5 filters, they're not exactly cheap. And so that will give you double the usage out of each filter. Once set up, you basically leave it to do its thing. And in the few weeks I've been using this, I found that it's really reliable. And the most important thing is that the cats have took to it like a duck to water, or rather a cat to a water fountain. The other thing that you really do notice, or rather don't notice, is that it's basically silent. This means if you were to have it in a room such as a bedroom where you were sleeping, the only thing that might distract you is the lights on the device and not the sound at all. So let's talk about the app a little bit. So when you're in Bluetooth range, you can use the app to access a few things about this water fountain. That includes seeing the status, the remaining filter time, the amount of water purified, and the electricity consumed. Now, unless you have something like the PetKit feeder, you can't access this information when you're away from home or out of Bluetooth range. And it doesn't integrate into any other ecosystems either. Now, you can set reminders in the app of things like when it's time to clean the device. And the video on the PetKit YouTube channel is really good at talking you through the cleaning process, but the cleaning process is pretty simple. It's also in the app you can toggle those modes and also adjust those light settings, which is great if you do use it in something like a bedroom. What is clearly missing in the app, however, is any kind of indicator of how much water is left in the device. And I think this is a shame because you're going to need to look out for the water refill light or monitor the levels yourself. This also means, in my opinion, having it out of home monitoring and having access to it all the time for notifications and things is basically useless. Because I think the main thing you're going to want to know with this is when it's time to top up the water. And a notification that told you when it is time to top up would be really useful. Now don't get me wrong, reminders to clean it and reminders of when the filters are getting low are really useful things to know, but that water level is the most integral thing with it. Now of course this might be something that's neither here nor there to you, because actually you're going to have to pick up the device physically to refill it anyway. Now all in all, what is the verdict on this water fountain from PetKit? And really, this fountain is a great way of making sure your cats always have fresh, clean water. And because of that huge tank, it's something that doesn't need to be refilled very often. And that filter means that you don't end up with things like hair trapped in your cat's water bowl. And it's definitely a firm favourite with the cats. It's also nice and easy to clean, and the ability to toggle modes in the app is great. The smart features, however, in my opinion, are lacking slightly. And I do think it should have had some kind of smart water level feature built into the app. If you do want to pick one up, I have put a link below. That will go to Amazon in whichever country you're in. Now that's an affiliate link, so if you use that link and make a purchase, thank you very much, because it just helps this channel out. This isn't my full-time job, I just make reviews to share my opinions on things that I use. If you guys have got any questions about this, do stick them below and I'll answer those for you. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys again soon.